Hello, I am the Movie Nut, and welcome back to my 100 Movies Bucket List series. This is the second movie I'm reviewing, where I go through 100 movies that are deemed important, culturally significant, or otherwise excellent, and I talk about them, discuss them, see are they worth the hype, do they live up to do they live up to their reputation, and are they worth watching? So this week I have Leon the Professional. I don't actually own all these movies on physical medium. Some of them are streaming services, but some of them I have decided to order and pick up just because I want to start filling the shelf with actual good movies and not kids shit. So yeah, Leon is directed by Luc Besson, came out in 1994, starring Jean Reno as Leon the Professional, Gary Oldman as Norman Stansfield, a corrupt cop, and Natalie Portman as a neighbour of Leon, whose parents are brutally murdered. That's not a spoiler, that's kind of the synopsis of the movie. Her parents are murdered for being kind of like involved in some sketchy drug shit, and they owe money to Gary Oldman's cop, and they all get violently, gloriously murdered. So then she moves in with Leon and begs him to train her to be an assassin, I should say. So things I liked about the movie, the performances, obviously, Jean Reno as Leon is fantastic. He's really understated, really subtle, but any scene where he's emotional, like he gets across the guilt of what he has to do. Like when he says to Matilda, who's Natalie Portman's character, killing someone changes you, that kind of stuff. It's not very it's not over the top. It's similar to Russell Crowe in Gladiator, really. Like, it's very quiet, very stoic, stately performance, which I really like from my protagonist. And I think he's fantastic in this. Natalie Portman, in her first ever movie role, is unbelievable. Sorry, I just realized my laptop screen is reflecting my glasses, so I'm gonna take those off. Natalie Portman in her first role is absolutely fantastic. It's not like she improved over from day one. Her character is this sort of, I don't know, she's only like 12, but she acts like she's like 24. She's like, I'm a grown up, and it's like, no, you're not. Like, just because your parents died doesn't mean you're grown up. Stop doing that shit. And she does some weird shit in the movie, and it makes me really uncomfortable. Which is why I was a bit in the middle chunk of the movie, I was kind of sitting there I don't know if I like this, but it's okay. It works out. It's fine. And then Gary Oldman as Norman Stansfield, one of the greatest villain performances of all time.
I like these calm little moments before the storm.
Similar to Joaquin Phoenix as Commodus, really over the top, showy, chewing the scenery, which some people criticize. They say, some actors are over the top and all. And I'm like, yeah, but that's what you want from your villain. You want them to be just terrifying, forces of nature that sweep through the room and terrorize everyone in it, And he's fantastic like that. Absolutely, mwah. Probably the best performance so far out of the two movies that I've watched. So that's the main thing I like, is the performances. The first 40 minutes are great, and the last 40 minutes are great. They're very tight, very taut, suspenseful, great action, and great story beats. The middle chunk of the movie is a little weaker, in my opinion. It's not bad by any means, but it definitely did lose my attention a bit. I wasn't hooked on the edge of my seat like I was for the first and last third. And that's weird. Sometimes movies shit the bed at the end. Sometimes they take a while to get going. But I really don't like when a movie's bad in the middle. So, it's not even bad. That's way too strong a word. It's just a bit slower. But that being said, there is still some entertainment. The dynamic between Leon and Matilda is fantastic. She makes him very uncomfortable with her advances, and he's sort of like a gentle giant type thing going on, and I think that's really endearing, how she's like the cocky, brash one, and he's just there So I like that a lot. And then, like I said, the action is fantastic. The cinematography and the score is really good too, just the overall presentation of the movie. It's very minimalist. It's not a very flashy thriller. So as far as mid-90s goes, a lot of those thrillers are very stylish, very stylized kind of. Well, not so much early 90s, but this is not a very over the top movie. This is no Die Hard type of thing. This is very much he's a professional, it's like the sort of boring day-to-day routine of an assassin. And I say boring in quote, it's not boring, but it's not flashy. It's very much, he gets it done. And I think that's actually an interesting contrast between Leon and Stansfield, the villain, is he's very over the top and he relishes in killing. And he's so theatrical with his killing, and it is over the top. So when Leon kills someone, it's very, blunt, you know, no women, no kids. He was by the book about it, and I think that's a really interesting contrast. Is like, is there morality in killing people? Like, is Leon killing some people that probably shouldn't be alive? So I like that. That's really my only issue with the middle of the movie, or with the movie, is the middle of it. It's a bit dull, but other than that, I thought the movie was fantastic. I had to sit and think about it a little bit after I watched it. My initial score, I couldn't really think of it, but I did decide to settle on giving Leon the Professional a 9 out of 10. So that's the end of the review. I hope you guys enjoyed. The first review did really well. I hope this one does too. I have given 2 movies a 9 out of 10 now. Don't worry, that will not be continuing. I have watched the third movie, and I have. It's definitely not a 9. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but it's not a 9. So yeah, I actually will be pausing the movie board. I know, like, I only just started it, but it's Halloween, so I have some Halloween-esque movies here to watch. I have these: Us, Beetlejuice, and Hocus Pocus. I know my camera's like, I might have to flip this in the editing, but those are going to be what I'm reviewing for the next couple of weeks. And the next movie on the movie board is a horror movie, so I can throw that in as well. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. If you're wondering why I'm getting shorter, it's my chair. It tends to do that. It like sinks. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.